Legends. How are you, Eric? What's good, man? What's up, Bilal's good eye? How are you, dude? What's up? How are we, boys? Thank you, too, for joining me. I appreciate you, two bloody legends, mate. Where's the shirt at? You know where the shirt's at, mate. It's in the bucket. Guru's tiny stream is about to lose all its views. Man, you know what, Guru? I appreciate you popping in here from time to time and saying g'day and donating. But you used to stream during the day, man, and you've started streaming during my time zone. The midnight shift. Not very nice to people trying to grind it out here on YouTube, mate. What's up, Bilal's good eye? How are you, man? How was, what day are we at? Wednesday today. Muay Thai training coming up soon. How's the Muay Thai training been going, man? He knows half of his pay is about to get cut in half. That's right. I know where it is at, but I never see it. You know? No. Fragment of the past, isn't it, Eric? Thing of the past. What's up, Simply Kudos? How are you, dude? Good to see you, man. I hope you're well, dude. I hope you're well. How is everybody on this fine Tuesday evening over in America? Wednesday arvo over in Australia. We got a bit of a weird one going on today. Sean O'Malley. He's recreated an entire fight atmosphere at his gym. From the locker room, I didn't get rid of the shirt. It's in the bucket. I didn't get rid of the shirt. No, it's in the bucket. Don't worry. I'll you know, a trip to America for me is not cancelled, Eric, but it is heavily postponed for the moment. What's up, Joe Hogan? Good to see you, dude. The intro music has stopped. Let us chill. Brothers, let us chill. So Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Bloody-Malley. Where is it? Why isn't it here on my screen? Because I'm a bad streamer and I didn't lock it in properly. Red corner. There it is. Tyre's going well. Beautiful, Bilal's good. I can't wait for your first unofficial amateur fight. I don't know about the trip. I just want to share it. I just want to stare at my name. Well, I'm sorry that your name isn't hanging on the back of the studio anymore. I've been cucked of my MVP status. What do you mean, Joe Hogan? Are you in the Discord? Message me in the Discord, Joe Hogan. Message me in the Discord and I'll send you a special code to get you a VIP lounge entry. I sent Daniel his special code yesterday, so if Daniel repeats the code back to me in the stream, I will add him into the VIP lounge. What's up, Crispathan? How are you, dude? Good to see you, man. I hope you're well. Right, so Sean O'Malley, yeah, he's got this fighting jet. I wonder if you guys can see it here if we do this. Yes, beautiful. All right, let me bring this up at full screen so you guys can see this. Let me bring this up here so you guys can see this. So, Sean O'Malley's got this entire experience going on, right? This entire experience. Crisp the minor is back. Crisp isn't a minor, isn't he? Oh, yeah, Crisp is a minor. Crisp, turn 18. Bilal, you have a fight coming up. No, Bilal's just started training in Muay Thai. So, we're looking forward to his first amateur bout, dude. So, O'Malley's got, like, the walkout, he's got the crowd, he gets oiled up just like it's a real fight. He's got the whole thing going just like it's a real fight. They do an announcement. He's taking Marab out. I hope he does, Miguel. I seriously hope that he does. But look at this, right? And in this fight simulator that Sean O'Malley's got going on, there's crowds cheering. There's crowds cheering, like they're playing audio throughout the gym. The whole thing is like to simulate fight day. Yeah, laughing as a UFC fighter, exactly right. To simulate fight day as much as he can. Bro's in there wearing runners and boxing mitts. Bro's in there wearing runners and boxing mitts. Like, is this... I mean, if you are trying to get a sim together for you fighting one of the best grapplers in the UFC, and you want to try and get the timing right of the takedowns and feel the weight on you and learn how to JDM, just get up and spin out of it, get your whizzer in, get your underhooks in, surely you want to be doing it barefoot, right? You want to be doing it barefoot, and you want to be doing it in MMA gloves so you can practice hooking your fingers around the bottom of the gloves, which let's not pretend that these guys don't do in there. Like, obviously they cheat as much as they can. It's so weird to me that he's gone through all of the effort to have the locker room, the walkout, the oil up, the ring, the crowd, the noises of the crowd, the he's gone through all of the effort to simulate a fight as much as he can. And he's doing it with closed gloves and runners on. Really strange to me. Really, really, really strange to me. I don't get it at all, man. Let's see if Merab can eat the knee that Cheeto ate. Well, I mean, I pray to God that Merab jumps into it, Miguel. I really do. We need Sean O'Malley back as champion. Merab, listening to Merab ramble and not getting any finishes is just killing me, dude. It's killing me. Tomorrow's video is going to be doing a tier list of all of Merab Dvalishvili's finishes versus all of Sean O'Malley's finishes, the tier list. Going back and watching all of that. Why can't Sean just time a knee when Merab level change? I mean, he can. It's just, being able to do it. Simply kudos, Like, I'm sure he can pull it off. There is a chance that he pulls it off. But you got to time it perfectly, you know what I mean? Essentially, what the UFC are gambling here is that at some point in the 25 minutes, Sean O'Malley is going to find that shot again. The UFC are just throwing the dice onto the roulette board, trying to just pray to the lords that their cash cow comes back. Even though there was a little bit of interesting news as well that I'm going to show you guys as well. The idea that Sean O'Malley is a champion is something that has been, well laughed at in the past. But where were the... Oh, damn it, I didn't bookmark it. God damn it. I didn't bookmark it. I think I can do it this way. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys the embedded numbers for Islam Makhachev and the embedded numbers for Sean O'Malley. And you guys tell me who's the bigger champ, right? O'Malley Nerdhagen. It's not going to help him, Miguel. It's not going to help him. It's not going to help him unless he really locks in and goes for the kill. What Merab finish are you talking about? You'll have to wait for tomorrow's video, simply kudos. But Merab does have a finish. I know, shocking. Hey, fellas! What's up, Paul? How are you, dude? Do you have your special code to get into the VIP room? I don't know why they're so obsessed with making O'Malley a star. He's a good fighter, but he's got zero personnel. What's up, Cheddarhead? Good to see you, dude. Thank you guys for jumping in while Giliano and both Guru are live streaming at the same time. I appreciate you guys being here. It means a lot, guys. I don't know why they are so obsessed with making O'Malley a superstar. He's a good fighter, but he's got absolutely zero personality. Because, Dig, as I've been going through Sean O'Malley's knockouts to make this video for tomorrow, Sean O'Malley is an aura farmer. He'll tap and kick from the outside, but when he does get his neck knockout, he'll do a fun little Fortnite emote at the end of it. And that fun little Fortnite emote with the pink hair and the blue hair, the clown hair, is enough to get a couple of clicks on Instagram Reels. Very hard to get clicks on Instagram Reels and TikTok Shorts when you're Merab Dvalishvili pushing someone against the side of the cage, kneeing them in the upper thigh. Very, very difficult to get anyone to click on your TikToks when that's what you're doing. And as we have seen with Dana White, he is all about marketing through influencers. Power Slap, Aiden Ross, the Nelk Unks, all that kind of stuff. They need a Georgian slur to make Merab mad. He said he needs the motivation, make himself mad. Then he runs into a flying knee. I wonder what a good Georgian slur would be. Eric, you're the master at this. Think of a Georgian slur for us. When I look back at Merab's fights, I see why people aren't as impressed. But I've always enjoyed watching his fights live. Really, Crisp? Yeah, I never have to, but I'm not a fan of grappling. I'm not a fan of grappling. I don't mind a bit of wrestling and hunting down submissions in jiu-jitsu. I don't mind that at all, but just pushing someone up against the cage grappling, clinching in boxing, clinch fighting, cage grappling, knees to the upper thigh, head, body, it kills me, mate. Kills me. You messaged me. Beautiful, Joe Hogan. I'll send you your code after the stream. We love Fortnite. We love Fortnite. We love Fortnite. Yes, children. As soon as Sean becomes champ again, he is dropping a Fortnite skin. And pretty much, dude. That's essentially what the UFC is waiting for, yeah. Gaijitsu! Dougie is the best base for MMA. You're absolutely correct, Daniel. It's alright. You're not going to spoil the code. Everyone gets their own special code. But yes, your code, Daniel, to get into the VIP lounge was Gaijitsu. Now I know that account that you are messaging me on Discord is the same poll from the streams, so you will get invited into the VIP lounge. Joe Hogan, you will have a different code, mate. I will message you your code after the stream. Is the N-word a Georgian slur? Does it work? Yeah, I think it does. Yeah, I don't know if Tim Welch yelling the N-word again and again and again at Merab is going to go down too well, Eric. I mean, I can picture it, but I don't think it's going to go down too well, mate. Dana is a marketing genius. Film his own ball head and spend fuck all on it. Amazing. I mean, he's definitely a master of business economics, although I don't think he's thinking too long into the future, Dig. I don't think too many people want to keep seeing Dana's bald-ass, tired, 60-year-old head going, this fight's a banger, guys. This fight's an absolute banger. Yeah, we do miss the commercials. Send Fortnite codes? No. The pushing is a bit boring, but I was laughing when he was taunting the Daggies mid-fight. That's true, Chris, but he hasn't done the emoting or annoying people mid-fight since the Piotr Jan fight. I don't think he even did it that much in the Piotr Jan fight. So since then, I mean, we've had the Henry Cejudo carrying him like a baby. That was quite entertaining. Kissing Sean O'Malley on the back. That was quite entertaining. Making the Dagestanis rage out is always fun for people of all cultures across the world. That is true, Chris. But it's like you get a moment, and with Merab, you're guaranteed 25 minutes. I don't know if the moment makes up for the 25 minutes of pushing someone against the cage and tapping them at the top of the thigh. You like Dougie's stuff? Thank you, Simply Kudos. I got gay jitsu, but everyone else's code word is straight. I get gay jitsu, but everyone else's code word is straight. No, not everyone else's code word is straight. What is... Super Shotgun's code word yesterday was Merab steroids. That was Super Shotgun's code word yesterday. So it just depends what mood I'm in, Paul. Depends what mood I'm in. Imagine Tim Welch yelling at their fake arena repeatedly. It just made me fucking laugh. Yeah, that was like they built the whole arena out and he just goes... over and over and over again. He did it against Umar. He made Umar fall on his face, then pointed at him. That was hilarious. Yeah, so I guess he has started doing it more, right? He did it against, like we said, Henry Cejudo, Sean O'Malley, Umar. Yeah, he has started doing it more and more. Yeah. Umar losing made my day. I mean, I think that's when Merab got most of his fans, which is like, they're not really fans of Merab. And how are you, Super Gamer Productions? Good to see you, man. They're not really fans of Merab, are they, dude? They're like fans that hated the Dagestanis, and Merab, the based Georgian, took that win away from the Dagestanis. Which is fair enough. Like, no one out there, like me in bedtime, no one out there is a Magomed Ankalaev fan. No one out there is a Magomed Ankalaev fan. We're just fans of MMA that hate poetards. And Magomed Ankalaev brought us the satisfaction that we so deeply crave. Therefore, we become Magomed Ankalaev fans. So I guess it works out that way. Like, there are no real Alex Pereira fans. Not really. There's just people that hated Israel Adesanya. You know, they are Alex Pereira fans. Like, when you really... Who's really a fan of Alex Pereira? Honestly. Like, he's just a low kick and a left hook that says one word, Sharma. I would claim to you, the chat, that Sean O'Malley is more interesting on the microphone than Alex Pereira. And has better knockouts. Like, Sean O'Malley is a higher rated, better MMA fighter than Alex Pereira. You just hate Israel Adesanya. Was Merab's biggest fan when he was facing Umar, but that time it's over. It's over now. It's over. Yeah, I still hate Merab ever since that Jose Aldo fight. There we go. There we go. Point, blank, bang. Got ya. I mean, does Merab have left to do other than farm title wins? Nothing. That's all Merab should be doing. What's up, Shayla? How are you, man? Yeah, no, what else should Merab be doing? But Merab needs to do that. Like, part of being a GOAT in the GOAT conversation. Let's not bring up the fucking GOAT tier list again. Let's not do that again. But part of becoming a GOAT and raising yourself up to GOAT level is just farming title defenses, which I said I wish that Ilya Topuria had stayed at featherweight and actually started doing that. I was a fan of Poetan's regularity. Yeah, we do miss that. I mean, what does Merab do? Bait? No, no, absolutely no bait here. No bait here at all. Now, when was Islam Makhachev versus Arman Tsarukyan? Was that UFC 311? UFC 311. Was that UFC 311? Islam Makhachev. Let's have a look. UFC 311 embedded. Embedded episode 1. UFC 311. Yep. Alright, so UFC 311 episode 1 has 1.1 million views. 1.1 million views. What's up, Aaron Johnson? How are you, dude? Now, when was Sean O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvili won? What fight was that? What UFC number was that? So we'll go 1.1 million views for Islam Makhachev, because I don't want to use this week's. I don't want to use UFC 316. That's not fair. 306, thank you. So let's go back and let's give some, like, if anything, this has had more time to accumulate views. Let's have a look. UFC 306, episode 1. Sean O'Malley is down by like 300,000 views, dude. Sean O'Malley is less of a star than Islam Makhachev. Sean O'Malley gets less clicks than Islam Makhachev. He's not that big of a star at all. At all. In fact, when was Bilal Muhammad versus Leon Edwards? What number was that? And I'll read you guys' chats. I just want to finish this last thing. Also, considering it was at the Sphere. Yeah, also, that's embedded for the Sphere. That's embedded for the Sphere, Cheddarhead. That's a great point as well. Fucking hell. Yeah, let's check out UFC 304. So this is Bilal Muhammad versus Leon Edwards. Two absolute fucking decision merchants. Gets the exact same views as Sean O'Malley. 700k views. 700k views. And it hasn't got the Sphere attached to it. Sean O'Malley is not a star in any metric. Let me read your chats, boys. Let me read your chats. Yo, Dougie, what's up, buddy? Remember me, Aaron Johnson. I remember your name. What were we talking about, Aaron Johnson? How are you, dude? The one ring to rule them all. One ring to bind them all. One ring to bring them all. And in the darkness bind them. Then Merab jumps out of the octagon and runs for Mordor. Why not, Dig? Why not? Wait a minute, it's a hell of a walkout. Why are we quoting the One Ring from Merab Dvalishvili? I really don't like Evloev, but the fact that he has been assigned a different fight, editing on his deserved title shot makes me how he wins his next one, even though I don't freaking like his fights. I'm guessing what you're saying here is I really don't like Evloev, but the fact that he has had to sign up to fight yet another fight before getting his well-deserved title shot makes you root for him. Yeah, Daniel, I think that's something that the UFC do on purpose, brother. I think the UFC do that, like make us rage out, so we want to see them get their well-earned and justified wins. Again, they did the exact same thing for Magomed Ankalaev. Like, no one is asking for Magomed Ankalaev to have a title fight until they hold him back so much that people are just like, fuck this, give Magomed his shot. Sub Dougie, the thief got caught and I got my own fault, but well, welcome back, K-Dot. Now I can actually be able to read your messages clearly that your keyboard is working and hopefully your screen looks good as well. So you get to see Dougie in HD. I know, I'm old. You can see all my wrinkles. It's disgusting, isn't it? And the UFC is making Sean the next Conor. Yeah, never happening, is it? It's just not, it's not working for us, is it? When will Islam and Arman fight? Aaron Johnson says. Never. Islam and Arman are never gonna fight each other. Never happening. If Islam Makhachev loses to JDM, he'll go back down to Ilia Topuria. If he goes back down to Ilia Topuria after cutting all that weight and getting slept by JDM, Ilia Topuria is going to sleep him. It's never going to happen. Never going to happen. People don't realize that Islam and all these other Daggies and Muslims have a huge casual following around the world. There is internet in Russian caves now too. That's the thing, K-Dot. Like, Americans think that the world is America when they don't realize that, like, Russia has people as well. Russia has just as many, if not more people than America does. And not only is Islam Makhachev Russian, but Islam Makhachev is Muslim as well. So he gets that Russian fan base as well as getting the Saudi Arabian fan base, like, and all the other Muslims around the world. Like, these guys are huge stars. And then, you know, it's not even about the fact that the caves have internet. It's about the fact that the Muslim fan base has a lot of money. Like, Muslim money is big money in the world. Probably the most money in the world right now is Muslim money. UFC just keep pushing made-up stars down our throats. Yes, it's all for Instagram Reels and TikToks. That's literally all it's about, simply kudos. Islam is both an amazing fighter and pretty funny for a second language. I like Islam a lot. I think he's a great fighter. Aaron, if Arman didn't break his back to Nina, they would have fought already. Yes, if he wasn't trying to impress Nina Drama with how bendy he was. Which, by the way, Arman Sarukian, it's the woman's job to be flexible, okay? You're the man. You're meant to have strength and cardio. She's meant to be the flexible one, okay? Nina Drama's not impressed by how far you can arch your back, okay? Wrong way around, Arman. Wrong way around. Tom retiring Jones live on air was fucking fun. It was fucking funny, dude. That was bloody good. We have 25 million inbreds from the back of buttfuck nowhere following all these daggies who have never purchased a single pay-per-view. 302 made 500k pay-per-views. O'Malley is a dud. O'Malley is a dud, but it's not just the fact that all these inbreds, the Muslim fighters, as you call them, K-Dot. It's not that. They prepay for their pay-per-views more than the Americans do. Like, in Saudi Arabia, on Fight Pass, you get the pay-per-views. Like, it's all pre-purchased with Saudi Arabian money. They spend more money than the Americans do. Armin beats Islam, in my opinion. I think it's a damn close fight, crisper thin, and it's why we need to see it. It's one of the closest fights out there. I'd love to see it, man. Ilya is going to duck Armin like the plague. Ilya's going to duck Armin like the plague. The UFC might keep Armin away from Ilya like the plague. Simply kudos. Yeah, I don't know if Ilya's going to duck him, but I think the UFC are going to do everything they can. Oh, look at that. A flock of the big... What are the birds with the big gullets called? Not penguins. Pelicans. A flock of pelicans just went past. What was I saying? Sorry. Ilya's going to duck Armin like the plague. No. The UFC are going to keep Armin Tsarukyan away from Ilia Topuria, I think. Because I think Armin Tsarukyan's wrestling is better than Ilia Topuria's counter jiu-jitsu, and it's a problem. Sean should cut the gay rainbow hair off. He used it to get attention. He's got attention now. Let's look like a man. Yeah, I think Joe Hogan, to go through this rebirth for Sean O'Malley, shave the head, get a mohawk, just do one-line killers, start sniping, fucking go out. Eric, shut the fuck up. Yeah, I think we need to see like an evolution of Sean O'Malley, where he's no longer a boy, now he becomes a man. Well, what do you mean by star? O'Malley is surely more well-known here in the US and probably most Western countries, but people ignore the content featuring him because of how the UFC pushes him. I would say by star, it would mean numbers sold. And even then, dude, like Westerners who know Sean O'Malley know Islam Makhachev. So, I don't know, dude. I still think Islam Makhachev is a bigger star than Sean O'Malley, right? Russia isn't real. Russia is absolutely real. We have listeners from Russia here. The world is America. The world is not America at all. In fact, pretty soon America won't even be one. America will be Canada in about 5 years' time. Russia literally has less people than USA, you bloody casual. How is that? What is it casual to not know global population numbers off the top of my head, Eric? What are you talking about? Best timeline. Oliveira chokes out Ilya. Islam gets chinned by JDM, crawling back down, and gets chinned by Oliveira. Armin calls him out. Oliveira beats him, retires as the lightweight. GOAT, take away my left testicle to make it possible. You know what, K-Dot? I don't mind that at all. We get Volk's revenge with JDM knocking out Islam Makhachev. And we get Oliveira to become the lightweight GOAT, knocking Islam Makhachev a little bit down off the GOAT list. I don't mind it, K-Dot. You can have my left nut for that one as well, mate. People saying Andrew Tate versus Sean Strickland inspiring. What do you think, bro? Jesus Christ. Andrew Tate versus Sean Strickland. It's an interesting one, because Andrew Tate is a proper kickboxer. Like, he's a world champion kickboxer. And Sean Strickland is going to stand there and... Sean Strickland's going to stand there and jab and tape with Andrew Tate. It's an interesting one, man. Sean Strickland's not that good. Although, kickboxers don't like getting walked down and pressured. Like Israel Adesanya is a kickboxer who gets walked down and pressured. So I would say Sean Strickland wins that one, right? Sean Strickland owned China ever since he took down the Chinaman. True. You know that what Pelicans keep in those big net fish, Larry. Fish and water, right? Dougie on point. They ain't ruining a star in Ilya, putting him against a guy that couldn't make weight for a title. Dougie's on point. They ain't ruining a star in Ilya Topuria, putting him against... Yes, yeah. They're not. They're never setting up Armin Tsarukyan versus Ilya Topuria. Never happening. It's a question, but shut up, dickhead. No doubt UFC is going to give Armin a hard road for the title since he ruined 311. Yuri and Downhill helped save the card. No doubt the UFC is going to give Armin a hard road for the title. This is true, since he ruined UFC 311. Yes, this is very true. Yuri and Downhill helped save the... Yuri and Jamal Hill, is what you're saying there, right? Helped save the card. Yeah, they absolutely did, dude. Yuri and Jamal Hill absolutely lifted UFC 311. And yeah, Armin's fucked. Armin's fucked. And the more that Armin says no to the UFC, the more fucked he becomes. Armin's fucked. How are you, Nacho? Good to see you, mate. K-Dot, you see Dougie, everyone race, mate. Shut up, dickhead, Eric. Eric, it doesn't matter. Okay? Have you ever seen Redneck Criminals? I bet you have, mate. You're right, Daggies are way better. Khabib's literally at the Champions League final right now, post-show. Yeah, they're a huge fan. It's not the Daggies that are bigger. It's Muslim. Like, the Muslim population is fucking huge, and they have money. It's not Dagestan. Like, if there was a Muslim fan from if there was a Muslim fighter from Saudi Arabia, that would be just as big, right? America will be Canada. You've got it backwards. We're making the mistake, but you're not making the mistake. Your dollar is collapsing, and the BRICS nations are coming together at a rapid rate. And in 10 years' time, your bonds will be worthless, and you guys will be a second-rate currency behind the BRICS nations. You'll be Canada. Your global influence will be that of Canada's. Oliveira 2.0 era. I love that, mate. I never buy pay-per-views. Yeah, based simply kudos. Shiloh says, I'm sorry I'm not chatting, but I'm listening. I have paperwork. How distracting this must be for you, Shiloh, but that's all right. I appreciate you listening. All the way in from Russia, by the way, guys. She's Russian. She speaks on behalf of the Russian fan base. Strickland beats the fuck out of Tate. It's not interesting at all. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm just thinking because, like, I've never seen Andrew Tate fight, but he must have some level of competency being a kickboxing world champion, right? That's my understanding of his credentials, isn't it? Like, he is a kickboxing world champion. But, now that I talk about it more, like, Israel Adesanya is a kickboxing world champion, and Sean Strickland fucking marched him down easily. Isn't Tate partially blind? He looks like it. We get prepaid subscriptions. Where are you from? Simply kudos. Where are you watching him from? Tate is not a proper kickboxer. He fought in the dealer. Oh, okay. There you go. Like, I don't follow Andrew Tate. I don't fucking know. I just thought he was a world champ kickboxer. That's all I know. Andrew Tate is a champion of Issachar. Strickland would 54 him in an MMA fight. Well, in an MMA fight, Strickland could just grapple the fuck out of him. Even though Strickland barely ever grapples. Dougie is gay and amphibious. What's with the amphibious stuff going around on the internet? I don't get it. I don't understand the amphibious stuff. What's up, William Joseph? How are you, dude? Not really. There are people who know O'Malley who could count the number of UFC events they've seen in one hand. People from him being an online person, and lots of those people don't know Islam Makhachev. Yeah, but I would argue that that amount of people is less than the amount of casual MMA fans that are aware of Islam Makhachev, considering that Islam Makhachev is the protege of Khabib and has been a champ for many, many years now. Many, many years now. So yeah, I would just completely disagree with you, Larry. And I know it's Larry, so you're going to want to get into a real deep back and forth over this. But yeah, I would just completely disagree with you on this one. I think Sean O'Malley might be known to maybe more of an audience of under 16, under 18-year-olds who are currently playing Fortnite right now, scrolling on TikTok. Maybe with that audience, he would be more well known on. But overall, throughout the Western casual MMA audience, I would still say that Islam Makhachev, coming in with that name value of Khabib, who was one half of the biggest pay-per-views of all time, there are probably more casual fans that know about Islam Makhachev than Sean O'Malley, or about the same. Subscribe to Dougie, he's a great YouTuber, or else John Jones is going to rub up against you. Thank you, Yoshi, for the $5, man. I really appreciate it, brother. Thank you very much, dude. $5 goes a long way, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, brother. Long-time listener is Yoshi. Long-time listener. How you been, dude? Good to see you in the chat again, man. I hope you're well. He's a great YouTuber. Thank you, dude. Otherwise, John Jones is going to rape you. Tate is a bum with a terribly padded record. His last fight was a 0-0 debutant in kickboxing, and he nearly got slept by the dude. No shit. There you go. Embarrassing for Tate. Andrew Tate isn't a Glory kickboxing champion or anything prestigious. It's a Isekai karate championship. Okay, there you go. Again, I don't follow Andrew Tate, so I wasn't aware. I just heard kickboxing champion, so there you go. No redneck has ever stolen anything from me and called me a racist. I bet rednecks have stolen from people, though, mate. If Armin doesn't fight again, not much happens, even though he's good. I'm getting these comments in before Nacho pulls me up on it. If Armin doesn't fight again, not much happens, even though he's good. I'm getting these comments in before Nacho pulls me up on it. Too late. What do you mean? Like, you mean you want to see Armin again, or you wouldn't be disappointed if you didn't see him? What do you mean by not much happens, Daniel? Strickland would wreck Tate. It wouldn't be a good fight. It would be funny to watch. It would be funny to watch, that's for sure. What's up, Bobby Mays? How are you, dude? How are you, Bobby Mays? The one and only Bobby Mays. Oh, yeah, Bobby Mays. The funny thing is, the police actually helped me here. They caught the fucker with 250 something for... Dude, that is awesome, man. We once had someone vandalize our house, and we had video evidence of it, sent it to the police. They didn't do jack fucking shit. Yeah, well done. The police actually did their fucking jobs once. Armin sucks. Send him to the PFL. Armin does not suck. Now I see what's happening. Armin does not suck. Armin's very good. He might be the second best lightweight in the world right now, but we can't tell. Andrew Tate is a bald, pimped retard. This is true. This is true. And he looks like a fucking grey alien. There are kickboxing world champions, and then there are kickboxing world champion. I'm learning that very quick. Apparently, the idea of Andrew Tate being a kickboxing world champion is he's overselling it a bit. I guess he's like a eternal level, regional MMA level world champion. Less than Cage Warriors, by the sounds of it. I've seen lots of Tate tape. Dude has a very awkward bladed MVP style, but he only eats Eastern European plumbers and the cab drivers. There you go, okay. We catch on, Frogman. We are catching on, Frogman. I have no idea what amphibious means. There's some sort of internet lingo that I'm not picking up on. I'll have to search for it later. Armin saying a no to Scamrot is an odd decision, like bro said, no, so we could have an average. Armin saying no to Scamrot is an odd decision. Like bro said, no, he could have avenged a loss. Yeah, because here's the problem that the UFC are having with Armin Tsarukyan. He has money. And because he has money, he can turn down fights. So Armin Tsarukyan is keeping himself active by doing grappling competitions every 3 months, as you'll notice. So he's keeping his body active, he's staying in training camps, he's staying switched on. But the UFC can't bend them to their will because he already has money, which is just pissing the UFC off more and more and more and more. The more that Armin Tsarukyan tries to stand up to his boss, the angrier the UFC are going to be. Now, just on the flip side of that, I don't think the UFC should be doing that. To me, when you punish an employee, you don't punish an employee to the detriment of the business. So I would come up with different ways to try and punish Armin Tsarukyan. No meat riding allowed. Ban for the Gazia. Dougie does tricks on it. No meat riding. No, Yoshi's a good kid. Thank you, Yoshi. It's so funny we're talking about stardom, knowing McGregor will never be topped. The gap between number 1 and number 2 are popularity are insane. It's not even close. He owned 2015 and every 16. Yeah, absolutely true. Every fight was a festival. Absolutely true, K-Dot. But the difference is, one of the reasons we're not going to see a Conor McGregor again is because the UFC and Conor McGregor were hand in hand. The UFC would book Conor McGregor on late night shows. The UFC would get Celine Dion to come into the arena and sing as Conor McGregor walked out for his big moment. The UFC and Conor McGregor were in business together to create the superstar that was Conor McGregor. Now the UFC are actively trying to oppress their champions to make them not become stars. They're not putting them on late night television. They're choosing where to point the camera. Like, the UFC don't want another Conor McGregor. John Jones wouldn't tickle my pickle after he tried to do with... John Jones would do whatever the fuck he wanted to. Super Gamer Productions. Dougie glazes the Tate brothers. I do not glaze the Tate brothers, but thank you, Nacho. Eric, I thought... Yeah, Eric is a redneck. I'm from a poor third world... Oh my god! Indian! Lock in, boys. We've got a third Indian in the chat. Simply kudos. Yet another Indian. It's alright, Simply kudos. We don't mind, mate. You're welcome. All flags and nations are welcome. Ignore Eric. He's the resident racist. Can you do a poll on how long chat would last from an Alexa Grasso foot job? Considering that the vast majority of MMA YouTubers are incels, I would say not very long, Yog. I'm saying the UFC doesn't give Armin another fight. Who really cares? I care. Daniel, I care. I'd like to see the second best light heavyweight in the world compete for the title. I care. Yeah, I'd like to know who's truly better when it comes to fighting at the peak of the sport. Yeah. I may or may not have bribed them for the help, though. It doesn't matter as long as you got it done, K-Dot. Police are wankers. Police are wankers. What's up, Val? Good to see you, man. Sorry I didn't catch you here on my live stream, fast stream part. Good to see you, Val. I hope you're well. Sorry for taking so long to get to you. Armin is good, but I bet his numbers are no big loss for the UFC. Just say bye-bye. No, I agree. From the UFC's end, it's not a problem. But again, the UFC tries to sell itself on the idea that it's the best versus the best by making Armin Tsarukyan sit on the sidelines. You're ruining that a little bit. Armin is really going to suck up daddy's money? Yes, he will. Boomer moment, it is. Dougie can't duck the frog allegations. There's no lingo. We just know you're a frog. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not a frog. I'm a human being, mate. I'm a human being, okay? I bloody go to work. I pay my bills on time. You know, I make me MMA videos. I'm a human being with thoughts and emotions and feelings. I'm not a frog. I'm not a gay frog. Tate and Strickland do have a common opponent. They both fought Luke Barnett. Get the fuck out of here, did they? No, they didn't. In MMA, they didn't. Well, Tate can't have, because Tate hasn't had an MMA fight, has he? Armin versus Ilya. Who wins? Armin versus Ilya. I think Armin wins Walex. That's why they're keeping Armin Sarukian away from Ilya Tapuria, brother. If we both think the same thing, might as well be set in stone. Nacho. No, just because Nacho thinks it doesn't mean it's true. He thinks Danny Barlow is a future GOAT. See, you don't disagree. You know, tons of kids know O'Malley, but don't know other fighters. You see, you don't even disagree. You know that tons of kids know O'Malley, but don't know other fighters. But that's a very small demographic of casual MMA fans. You're talking about a couple of 14-year-olds. Yes, maybe. All right, Larry. Very specifically, maybe a couple of 14-year-olds that watch TikTok and Fortnite might know Sean O'Malley a little bit more than Islam Makhachev. The general Western audience, the general casual sporting audience that casually watches a couple of pay-per-views a year, they would know Islam Makhachev just as much as they know Sean O'Malley. Worldwide, maybe it's a decent amount who know Islam and not Sean, but it's hard to imagine many in the US. I would say there's probably just as many that know Islam Makhachev. Third world, get your bread up. Dougie, you got spicy saying John Jones would do whatever he wants to. John Jones would do whatever he wants to him. Armin isn't the second best lightweight. Armin is the second best lightweight. He's the number one contender. Dougie, thoughts on MMA Guru picking Sean O'Malley to beat Marab? I'm picking Sean O'Malley to beat Marab. Super Gamer Productions. I did a video breaking it down 2 weeks ago. Guru's copying my takes again, is what I'm saying. I see you watching me, Guru. I know. I don't know, man. I like the way O'Malley's locked in, dude. Guru saw the same thing. I picked it up 2 weeks ago. But me and Guru are very similar MMA fans, so what can you say? Dougie, you care about Armin with all your pirated stream dollars supporting the UFC. I want to see the best fight the best. That's all I'm saying. And I believe Armin is a solid challenge for Islam Makhachev at 155. I want to see it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. You're literally a frog. I'm not a frog. I'm a man, damn it. I'm not a frog. Eric might be onto something. He might be. UFC is not in detriment, though. They shut down Armin. Ilya and Charlie are bigger stars and more marketable. Remember the Oliveira era? He was the man, and we know how big Ilya is. To the point of the sport being about the best versus the best, they are hurting themselves in that regard, K-Dot. Tate is 1-0 in MMA. No shit. Don't bring Danny fucking Barlow into this, mate. O'Malley versus Piotr Jan. I think Piotr Jan beats O'Malley in the rematch. 5 rounds. I'd be going with Piotr Jan. Danny Barlow. Bro, Ilya is taking Armin's soul. Joaquin Silva rocked that fucker so bad. Ilya stands so heavy and low. He is hard to get takedowns on. I disagree, K-Dot. I disagree. And I love Ilya Tapuria. You know, I call him Chad Puria. Every time we do the tier lists, I always make sure I get my Chad Puria photo in there. I think Armin's just got the heavier, thicker wrestling, be more heavier in the top pressure. Yeah, I think Ilya might be able to light him up, but Ilya, Armin, when they get caught in the grappling, I just think Armin Sarukian's a step ahead when it comes to the wrestling. Be cool to watch, though, wouldn't it? It'd be fucking good if we were able to find out, instead of just arguing with each other in a circle. I'd be still putting my money on Armin Sarukian. They should have made the rematch. They should have made the rematch, Walex. Exactly. What's up, Skynet? Good to see you, man. I hope you're well. What's up, dude? He had 1 amateur MMA fight and 1 pro fight. The Amory one was against bloody Luke Barnett, who fought Strickland in the UFC. That is fucking crazy. And how did Tate do against Luke Barnett? Where can I donate to solve dyslexia? I don't know, but it's never going to be fixed. What's up? Sorry I'm late. You're all right, Skynet. How are the studies going, Skynet? Skynet's just getting through university, boys. How's the studies going, dude? I almost forgot, but you said Pelicans have but you and Pelicans have a lot in common. Much like you, they use their big old necks to store extra glizzies for later. Is this why I'm a frog? Because apparently I've got a frog neck. I don't get it. Marab is 48-47 O'Malley again. He'll crush Sugar. He might. But I'm picking Sean O'Malley, mate. I'm not from India, Dougie. I live in Jakarta, Bali. Slightly better than India. Well, shout out to Bali. A lot of Aussies fucking love going to Bali. Simply kudos. Maybe one day if I ever hop over from the compound in Thailand to Bali, we can meet up, mate. Go and have a beer somewhere. Hamzat versus Zabit. What about it? Zabit, What about Waylex? What are you saying? Shara Bullet versus Abit. These are completely different people in completely different weight classes. What are you saying? Hamzat beats all 4 of them, mate. I agree. Best should fight the best, but we were talking originally about Armin not fighting is fucking himself, and I was agreeing, saying the UFC have to ask the power. He has a lot of leverage, so he's not a needle mover. No, he's not a needle mover, but again, I want to see the best fight the best. Yeah. Ankalaev versus Nasruddin. Islam versus Abu Bakr. Waylex, you're just saying things, aren't you, mate? You're just having a good time, right? If Sean hits the body, maybe Merab won't be able to handle it since it was towards the end of the first fight. I know that Merab Dvalishvili has got an insane gas tank. An insane gas tank. Getting kicked in the gut after 25 minutes of bouncing around is going to hurt you. It's going to fucking hurt you. Doesn't mean that shot is going to be there and be available for Sean O'Malley the entire fight. You know what I mean? Super predictions. Tate and Sean both split decisions on it, so they're very 50-50 by the look of it. Actually, I'm still writing entrance exams right now. So maybe I got to stay off socials like Sean O'Malley. You got to lock in Skynet and then come back to the channel in 3 months after you got your degree, dude. Actually, Tate was unanimous, so we have evidence of Sean Strickland and Andrew Tate against the same opponent in MMA. And technically, Andrew Tate did better. Very interesting. The sad thing about this is Sean Strickland would love a fight with Andrew Tate because Sean Strickland has become a fucking influencer. He's become everything that he fucking hates. Sean Strickland would love a fight with Andrew Tate. It's fucking sad, but it's true. Movza versus Umar. Ooh. Umar, I reckon. I don't want Merab to be champ. His boyfriend is getting annoying slamming Sean. I don't want Merab to be champ. His boyfriend is getting annoying slamming Sean. Who's Merab's boyfriend, Super Gamer? Who are you talking about? Obviously, different version of Luke Barnett. Was amateur when he fought Tate in the UFC when he fought Sean. I know, but it's still funny, right? You didn't read my comment. I'm pretty sure I did, Yog, and I'm pretty sure I said most of them were incels and they would come the second a foot touches their cock. Tito Ortiz is part of a city council. He is. He was running for governor. I see Sean fighting a Misfits or something. Yeah, that's the direction Sean wants to go in. That's the direction Sean wants to go in. Okay, question for you guys. Brought up by MMA Twitter. Question for the chat. There's a one-night tournament. 170-pound, weight drained. 170-pound weight drained Hamzat Chimaev fights Khabib. Fights Khabib up at 170 pounds. So he's put on extra weight for 170 pounds. A 170-pound Islam Makhachev fights a GSP. Firstly, who wins out of Hamzat Chimaev versus... So you guys are saying GSP wins this entire... No, absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Who wins out of Hamzat Chimaev versus Khabib at 170 pounds? £170 fight. Hamzat Chimaev versus Khabib. Polls up now. Vote. 16 people in here. I want to see 10 votes. I want to see 10 likes as well. While you're voting, hit the like button as well. You're already clicking on something. You're already typing shit. Hit the like button as well. Who wins? 170 pounds. Weight drained Hamzat Chimaev. Weight bully no longer an advantage. Khabib the Magnum. No, not off. Hamzat, I think. Hamzat GSP. Islam and Hamzat. Hamzat would be stopped by McDonald's before even making 170. Hamzat dies trying to make 170 Super Gamer predictions. O'Malley is the new McGregor. He's a fraud industry plant who's made of glass and copes about being injured after every single fight. I think he's worse than McGregor, Toad. I think he's worse than McGregor. I'm releasing a video tomorrow ranking all of Sean O'Malley and Merab Dvalishvili's finishes. Sean O'Malley is the biggest fucking aura merchant in the world after going back and watching his fights. GSP stomps them inbreds. Khabib would beat Hamzat. Hamzat would kill Khabib. GSP beats them all. I like as soon as I join. I noticed that, Eric. And someone out there, one of you fucking legends, likes the video every single day before they even watch it. Like the moment I turn the video off private and turn it on public, a second later a like comes in. I don't know who that is, but whoever that is, I want to thank you very much for helping the algorithm. You know who you are, and it doesn't go unnoticed, is all I'm saying. So thank you very much. I see it and I notice it. Khabib would beat Khamzat Chimaev. Khamzat would kill Khabib. GSP beats them all. I like as soon as I join. Is that you, Joe Hogan? Well, I appreciate you, dude. We got GTA 6 before John Jones versus Aspinall. I don't know. We haven't got GTA 6 yet. I think they're trying to take out all the Pride stuff. Khamzat at 170 doesn't have the gas. Khabib weather the storm and wins via cardio. Recency bias is crazy. You're welcome, Chud. You're welcome, you frog. The guy who said Connor is an industry plant is a moron. No, Toad's not a moron. Okay, so Khamzat Chimaev gets through the first round at 73% clip, 11 votes out of 17. Okay, now, next one up. Next one up. Peak for peak. Peak for peak. GSP. Who's winning the tournament? Who's winning the tournament? Peak for peak, 170 pounds. Islam Makhachev versus GSP. Who's winning the tournament? I'm lying. I like it right now. Well, thank you, Joe Hogan. At least you liked it right now, dude. I appreciate it. Froggy's Corner. I don't get it. I don't get it. I pre-like the videos. Thank you, Spectre Ominous, and welcome, dude. Welcome to the chat, man. How are you, dude? I support Pride. It's the best fighting promotion of all time. Let's support Pride Month, boys. I hope they keep the Pride parades. I have a lot of fun with my tank and GTA. I think that's why they're editing. I think there's a reason that you guys are seeing that GTA was in development for such a long time over all that woke shit. And then have you noticed how this year's Pride Month, none of the companies have got up their little flags, and GTA has been delayed again after being close to ready for release? Mia thinketh they are making a change. There might be 2 of 2 in the video. There might be 2 of 2 of us on the video. There might be 2 of us on the video, Dougie. I agree, Paul. Since the sport was evolved, I feel like Islam will win. Brother, GSP have no wrestling, brother. GSP wrestling, brother. No wrestling, brother. Oh, what do we got? 11 votes. 16 people here right now. GSP at 55%. Can we get one more vote? Can we get 12 votes in? One more vote. GSP versus Islam. 12 votes and GSP takes the fucking lead. GSP moves up to the second round of the round robin. GSP moves up to the second round of round robin. That means... $170, $170, $170, $170. No, the developers actually been saying for a while that it won't be ready for this year, and that the higher-ups are trying to push the quota. From what I heard, nobody is actually working on it. Eric, you lie consistently and constantly. So I'm going to take everything that you say with just a whole rock salt lamp of salt. I'm surprised how good Ronald McDonald's ripoff is. So good. I'm surprised how good Ronald McDonald's ripoff is. Can fight so good. Skynet, what are you saying? GSP no wrestling. I know. GSP no wrestling. What a fucking sentence, eh? GSP no wrestling, brother. Only karate, brother. What fight GSP ever win with wrestling, brother? Tell me you started watching the sport during the pandemic. They tried to give McGregor a title shot of beating Denis Silva and then tried giving him double champ stats before defending the title. Only Sharma was a bigger industry plan. Toad is pointing out something very real here. Like, Conor McGregor did get a lot of help from the UFC in making him a superstar. People forget, man. He fought Nate Diaz twice at 170 before moving up and claiming his second title, which he was allowed to keep. Like, officially, the featherweight title was not vacated until after Conor fought Eddie Alvarez. Like, he got more special treatment than John Jones is getting right now. I thought it would be released early. Oh, I'm happy it isn't. Where am I at? I'm crashing out. What do you mean GSP has no wrestling? Sketchy ass motherfucker. I can't even ask you how you started your YouTube without you questioning me. You did this to yourself, Eric. You did this to yourself, mister. I get 100%. Oh, so we have 14 votes out of 15 viewers, and it is 79%. coming in that GSP wins this round robin tournament against Khamzat Chimaev at 170. Do I agree? Do I think so, chat? Do I agree with you that GSP beats this 170-pound tournament? Do I think Khamzat Chimaev beats GSP? No. No, I don't. No, I don't think Khamzat Chimaev, who struggled with Kamaru Usman on 11 days' notice, and Gilbert Burns can beat GSP down at 170. No, I don't. No, I agree. I agree with chat. I agree with you, chat. Chat, I completely agree. GSP, but does GSP beat Khabib at 170? Doesn't matter. That's not the way the tournament went. He got Islam in the first bracket. And I think GSP beats Islam in the first bracket. Yeah, through. Now, does GSP beat Khabib? I'm just wondering. Do you guys think GSP beats Khabib? Just curious. If the bracket had worked out differently, would GSP have beaten Khabib? I'm just curious. I agree with you guys. I think GSP beats a 170-pound Khamzat Chimaev. I agree. Where am I at? Okay, I missed some people's chats. I'm with you, Skynet. Me and Skynet. Skynet, I'm locked in with you. It's your turn, chat. It's your turn, Skynet. It's your turn. Sean O'Malley, repping for Pride Month, always with that rainbow stuff. That's what I meant. His hustle reminds me of Ronald McDonald. He does look like Ronald McDonald. That's true. I'm surprised how a clan like Sean O'Malley became world champion. Well, Skynet, you don't get it because you're from India, where, as the amount of problems that India has, India is still a very based, male, testosterone-driven culture. But in the West, with Sean O'Malley, if you let your friends fuck your wife and you dye your hair like Ronald McDonald, a fucking clown, then all these retards think that you're cool. It's just the way that the Western mind has been absolutely destroyed by the media. So obviously, like you being from India, where, you still get the fucking way the world works, you would be confused by it, Skynet. And I don't blame you. If anything, that's not on you, Skynet. That's on the West. That's not on you, mate. He started his YouTube so he can stop thinking about his Masonic past. They did things to me. Things I'll never forget, Joe Hogan. I literally get 100% right on my picks, yet you never post your fucking picks. The rules don't apply to Conor or Brock Baggery of the Eyes. No, the rules do not apply to Conor McGregor. Very true. There is a site in the US called Clichy, where you can bet on just about anything you can imagine. I used it to bet on the election, and one of my favorites was whether or not GTA 6 gets released this year. Nice one, Larry. It was $100 on yes. It gets released this year. Wins you $1,563 if you're right. Oh, Larry, that's good money, dude. Well done, man. Nice. Nice. Connor beats them all. Connor does not beat them all. Very good, dude. Very, very good. GSP absolutely smashes it in. 16 votes out of 18 viewers. 81%. Nice one, Larry. McGregor even fought Chaz Mendes with a torn ACL, who was a nightmare matchup for Conor McGregor, I'm sure. That is true, K-Dot. That is true. Doesn't take away from what Toad is saying. The UFC did give Conor McGregor a big boost. Now, Conor McGregor did step up to the moment when the moment counted all the way up until the Khabib fight. What's up, Jazago? But it was a hand-in-hand joint promotion sort of a thing. Struggled with Burns at 170. GSP jabs and low kicks him a lot. No, I agree, Joe Hogan. Yeah, I agree. Maybe 170 pounds GSP, but middleweight Khamzat wins. Yeah, middleweight's different. Middleweight's different, but 170 pounds, GSP wins. 170 pound GSP would crush Khabib, and it's not even close. 81% remembering GSP. You don't agree because you know GSP doesn't get out of the first round. No, I was just thinking about it, all right? I'm reading and thinking. Fuck, accidentally voted Khabib. That's all right, K-Dot. It didn't hurt. Dougie, which MMA YouTuber would you rather stalking you? Rigo, Joey, or Kenny? Kenny Okoye? Which MMA YouTuber would I rather stalking me? Joey. If any of them were going to stalk me, it would be Joey, because if he ever got close, I'd be able to feel the earth rumbling and I'd be able to hear the heavy breathing. Whereas Rigo's the kind of guy that would have a van ready to go to drive me out into the desert wrapped up in plastic. And Kenny Okoye, he seems like the kind of dude that would call the boys. But MMA Joey, he's got no friends. He's terribly overweight. Or the only stalking he could do would be online-based stalking. But if he ever got close to you, it'd be... You better get here. Ian Machado, Gary. Poor Joey. India is base male testosterone driven. Read some of the... do your research, Eric. Indians are so high T, that's why they have glass... I mean, not compared to the rest of the world, you know, in the cage of MMA, but read some of the stats. Why would you want me to post your stats, Eric, your stats? O'Malley only became champ because they gave him rigged scorecards and undeserved opportunities. If he had beat the Bilals or Mobstars past, he never would have made the top 5. Toad is right about this. I don't know about the rigged scorecards. O'Malley's another one. Well, Pyongyang. Yeah, look, O'Malley got a very... What's up, Shotgun? How are you, brother? O'Malley got a very babied path up to the title. That much is certainly undeniable. I can agree with you on that one, dude. Who's the bigger degenerate, O'Malley or McGregor? Oh, that's a good one. I would say Conor McGregor is a degenerate because he does a lot of cocaine and he tries to fuck every single model that he locks eyes on. Sean O'Malley is a degenerate because he lets other men fuck his wife. Now, I'm not going to deny a man a little bit of cocaine and wanting to chase around models. You know what I mean? That's just, quite frankly, anyone with any money throughout the entire human run of existence has sort of done that. That's a pretty normal thing to do, really. But letting going out on coffee dates to try and hook your wife up with one of your mans so that he can fuck her. I'm going to have to say O'Malley's the bigger degenerate. You can bet on what Rotten Tomatoes score new movies will get and what the weather will be like in cities tomorrow, whether or not the Pope will say Trump's name before September. Dude, don't tell the MMA community about this website, Larry, because you are causing all sorts of fucking dramas. Like, these people, most of the people only watch Apex cards for the gambling. Don't tell them about this website, dude. Larry telling me about Kalish has guaranteed I'm homeless in the fit. That's what I'm... There we go. Daniel's already doing it. What gas prices will be next week? What top movie will be this week? So much random shit. It's so degenerate. That's pretty fucking degenerate. Hello, Shotgun. How are you, dude? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the VIP. Shotgun got his VIP code yesterday. Good to see you, Shotgun. Dougie's Corner. If you give the companies favors, they'll favor you. Taking short notice fights, fighting anybody they give you, selling pay-per-views. Best employer 100% gets a little bit over. No, I agree, K-Dot. I agree. That's true. But it doesn't... What you're saying is true, but it doesn't take away from the fact that Conor McGregor's success with the UFC was hand in hand. You know, like, yes, Conor was a good employee, but the UFC did help Conor McGregor get a leg up. And there's a reason for it, like, you're explaining the reasons why, but you're not disproving the point that the UFC helped Conor McGregor reach his stardom, are you? What stats? Sexual crimes. There we go, Joe Hogan. My stats body wants my chest press. Okay. O'Malley got an insanely babied path to the title. That was the turn of phrase I was looking for. Yes, O'Malley got a very babied path to the title, Shotgun. To be clear, I didn't bet on GTA 6 to be released this year, but if you met a developer and got some kind of inside info, definitely. Oh, yeah. But even then, it's gaming. Like, games get pushed back all the time. Dougie trying to be nice to MMA Joe. I know. Why do you people make me do this? I try and be nice to MMA Joey. I genuinely do. I feel bad for him. We should do a GSP career watch along. We will. The next watch along I'm going to do, I'll drop it in a community post and let you guys vote for it. Yeah, I'll put Mighty Mouse in there, GSP in there, Brian Stan in there, Brendan Schwab is one of them I'll put in there. The ocean looks amazing tonight. Yeah, so I'll put a bunch in there and you guys can vote for it, and then next time there's a dead week, we'll do a watch along. They're both degenerate, but Conor is way more deranged and insane. Conor's more insane, but I think O'Malley's more degenerate. Larry, you've opened up a Pandora's box in this chat. Dougie's donation's about to be bankrupt. I know, this is bad for me, Larry. I need their money, not some website. 6 inches tall, 170 pounds, 7.5 inches all girth. There you go, ladies. Joe Hogan is packing a Coke can. Hit him up. O'Malley, the bigger degenerate, while Conor is the more insane madman. Yes, I agree. Yes, you're in the VIP. Don't do it, Daniel. Keep it together, mate. Think about the future. Think about your children. That's absolutely right. All right. Super Productions has got the last chat. We've hit an hour, and I've got to get out of here. I got work to do this afternoon. So Super Gamer Productions, Conor is too busy with his coke right now, is the last one. Let me read everybody's chats. Don't do it, Daniel. Keep it together. That bum trying to pretend to be me. I know. So this is why, guys, I say You got to hit me up in the Discord. I got to give you a code. You got to tell me your code back. Daniel, the artist formerly known as Paul, just went through this because Super Shotgun can attest to this. Someone was pretending to be Super Shotgun in the Discord. Someone was pretending to try and get into the VIP room. Someone was pretending to be Super Shotgun. And we have photos that I sent to Shotgun to be like, this is why I need to do this. Because you fuckers out there on MMA YouTube live chats, you fuckers on MMA YouTube live chats are sneaky fucking... Sneakathons. All of you. Sneaky motherfuckers. Always trying to get one over me. Well, not this frog, alright? This frog doesn't let a single fly go past him. Not this frog. Ribbit. Let me read some. GSP career watch along. Problem with most casual fans. Yeah, you got into the VIP. Don't like it. Problem with most of the casual fans who like O'Malley don't even know the stuff with his chick. They just see the highlight. That's exactly what it is, Joe Hogan. Yeah. Why would you be searching in male testosterone levels? Because I want to buy one and leech the testosterone out of him like a billionaire with adrenochrome. O'Malley landed a lucky punch on Aljo. I don't think it was a lucky punch, actually, Toad. Look forward to tomorrow's video. O'Malley landed a lucky punch on Aljo, leading to an early stoppage after robbing Yarn, who he got after no contest to Pedro after losing one round. That is true. The rest of that is true. Absolutely. He did rob Yarn, and he did get a no contest after losing round one. True. Larry, I sold a business, semi-retired and have no kids. Old enough to be super jaded. You've doomed me. Connor is too busy with coke. Very true. How about multiple millionaire? 8 inches on a thick, talented. How about loving and respectful wife 2 year? How about a multi-millionaire? How about 8 inches and thick? How about talented? How about loving and respectful? My wife died 2 weeks ago. 2 years faithful. My daughter. What, Eric? What are you talking about? The best bomb in Cheeto lost clearly 4-1, and the Goblin gets a free... I know, it's disgusting. You have a stalker. Yep. Sneakathons, all of them. Eric, I have no idea what you're talking about. Mirage does look like a Goblin. Reminds me of the Green Goblin from the early Spider-Man comics. He does. And with that, I'm out of here. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Everyone have a good one. I'll see you later. And have a good night. I'll see you in tomorrow's stream. Good luck with everybody studying. Who's doing the studying. And tomorrow's video is going to be a tier list video. All of Sean O'Malley's finishes on a tier list versus all of Merab Dvalishvili's finishes on a tier list. It's going to be a great video. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Everyone have a good night. See you later. Sorry, bro. I heard Alexa Grasso coaching MMA. Where can I join her academy? Stop it, Skynet. You absolute fucking degenerate. Paul, I'll see you in the VIP. See you guys. Joe Hogan, message me on Discord so I know it's you. I'm going to send you a code. See you guys.